quick business class before, so you all are my guinea pigs. You'll have to let me know how you like the information. But I'm excited to share with you. And to be honest, I thought about rescheduling this class because today ended up being much crazier than I anticipated. But I told my husband when he got home, I was like, you know what? I'm leaving for 2 weeks, and these people need this information because they are worth it. I believe in you. I believe you are completely capable of doing anything that you set your mind to do, anything that you choose to do. I don't believe life just happens to us. I believe we make choices and that we have the freedom and power to go after what we want in life. And if financial freedom and helping people in a ministry is something that you want, I believe that you have the power to make the choice to go after those things. So I want to get this information in your hands. So while I'm in Europe for 2 weeks, you can be building wealth, wellness, purpose, and abundance over here for yourself and your family, because there is no reason that you can't be doing that. You have something that the world needs. I tell my team all the time, I don't want to clone myself. If God wanted 1,500 Ashley Sharps, he would have made 1,500 Ashley Sharps, but he didn't. He made one. There's a rank in this company called Royal Crown Diamond. You make about $150,000 a month as a Royal Crown Diamond. And there's only one way to get there, and it's your own way. Everyone has gotten there in a different way. Everyone has gotten there in their own way. And if you want to maintain your peace and if you want to maintain a life outside of this business as you're growing and sharing, um, I'm going to give you a few tips. But it really comes back to that there's something in you that the world needs. So to start, my why has changed in the last 2.5 years for sure. But when we first got our starter kit, it was not an easy decision for our family. We were a single income family. We maxed out our insurance deductibles 4 years in a row by um, burying 2 babies and having 2 babies, and then just lots and lots of health things for myself. So when I say we didn't have $160, we kind of didn't. So we saved a little bit. We talked about it for about a year, and then finally I was facing a $25,000 surgery or a $40 bottle of oil. And it was sort of a last ditch effort for us. So we ended up investing, fell in love immediately, loved what the products did for us. I loved how I didn't have to shop at a bunch of different stores. I loved how I could buy a cleaner and then not find out by scanning it the next day that I had wasted $8 because it was just as bad as Windex. Guys, they're marketing experts. They put a field of lavender on the front, and you really think you're getting something good for your family, but you're not. So that was super frustrating, and Young Living kind of eliminated that for me. It was a one-stop shop. I could get products delivered to my home every month that I wanted and needed that would help instead of harm my family. It was unbelievable. And then when I found out there were freebies at 300, I was like, we need to do this. And he was like, well, I don't disagree, but if you want to spend $300 on living, you're going to have to find a way to cover that. So I did. When he told me I could spend my checks, you'll see in the next slide, it took me 1 month of like a $60 check 1 month, and the next month, I think it was like $800 I made. When he told me I could spend my check, that's what I did. So my first initial why was covering my orders and also accountability because I had tried a lot of health things that had collected dust and then failed and thrown away, and counters full of supplements and DVD closets full of DVDs and gym memberships and exercise equipment and sessions with nutritionists and personal trainers and you name it. I tried it all. But when I found out that the products worked for me, I was worried I was going to stop using them. I was worried that I was going to self-sabotage again, that it was going to be one more thing we wasted money on. And I knew if I got people doing this with me, that I would stay excited. And that is what happened. So when I started enrolling people, my goal was to cover my orders and my goal was to make sure I didn't fail. And I thought if I could create a community where we could all encourage and inspire each other, that they wouldn't fail either. And that's exactly what happened. So in the last 2.5 years, our income has gone from a little bit every month to you'll see quite a bit every month. Our family income has more than doubled in the last year, and my husband has a very good job. So it's been incredible. So now my why is freedom for us and others. I love that my husband doesn't have to work overtime for us to pay our bills or get ahead. I love that instead of cashing out his vacation at the end of the year, he can take vacation time. He can be home with us. I love that when something comes up that surprises us, we have the cash to pay for it. I love that we have no credit card debt. I love that we don't owe anything besides a mortgage. I love that. That is incredible freedom. And not only am I experiencing some of that financial freedom, but others in our team are too, because of what we've started and what we continue to do. My dad was able to retire early so that he could go to Bible college, which has been a dream of his for a long time. My mom doesn't have to worry about Social Security running out, so she can retire early. She doesn't have to work till she's 65 to be fully vested and then wonder if it's going to be available because she has this residual income every month. We have girls on our team that have quit their jobs, are now home full time. One is doing a full ministry that's close to her heart. We've had people quit full-time jobs and be home. So it's gone past freedom for myself, and it's extended into freedom for the people that I brought into this. And it's just been amazing to see the things that Young Living has done for others. We're also able to abundantly give well beyond the 10% that God asks back. If He puts a need on my heart, it doesn't take much of a conversation for us to be able to write a check or extend a need or pay for someone's groceries or pay for someone's gas, things like that. I'm able to do that without having to think and worry anymore. If He puts it on my heart, I'm just able to freely do it. And then one of my favorite things that's happened that hasn't been expected is I've wanted a platform to minister to women for a really long time. I've been through a lot in my life, and I've always told the Lord I don't want it just wasted on me. That if He gave me influence over people, that I would use it for Him, that I would use it to point others to His love and grace, and that He would get the glory for that. And oh my goodness, has He been faithful in that? So I love the oils, I love the products, I love what they do, but more than that, I love the opportunity for times like this, where I can speak to you, speak to your heart, encourage you, inspire you to not just roll over and be a victim in life, but to take charge of life, to look to the Lord, to ask for help, to get to the end of yourself and actually start to see the life that He promises happen for you. So it's been amazing. So this is my income history. So it starts small, you guys, and it grows. It has just blown my mind. And 2017 isn't even over yet. We still have 3 or 4 more months of income left to record for 2017. So far this year, we've made $51,000 with Young Living. It is unreal. It's unreal when you look at that income disclosure statement, which we're going to look at in a few slides. Those numbers are real. As you can see, there is some ebb and flow here, especially where maybe some months some things went down, maybe some things that I was praying for and believing for didn't work out. But here's the thing, this came because I didn't stop here, okay? We will get to that 6 figures a month of income because I don't stop. I just don't quit, because if there's something else on the table for us to have to get more freedom for us and others, I'm going for it with all I've got. You will get where you want to go if you just don't quit. We all get to those points. This road has not been easy for any of us. Any of us, we've all had those options to quit or move forward. And the ones that move forward are the ones that get where they want to go. So why choose Young Living? Young Living is not the dream. It's the vehicle that'll get you to your dream. I like to say that not many little girls dream of being network marketers when they grow up, right? But we dream of doing big, amazing things for the Lord and for others and for our families. But those things cost money. Those things cost money, and they also require time. And if you're working 40 hours a week at a job where you're not getting ahead, you're in a slow moving vehicle, or you're in a vehicle that may never get you where you want to go. If you switch to the Young Living vehicle, if you let Young Living be the vehicle that you get in to give you the resources that you need, you will get to your dream. Young Living is a good vehicle to choose because it's a safe investment. We have been around for 25 years. We are not going anywhere. We hit over $1 billion in sales last year, and we're going to be well over that this year. We are growing, growing, growing. It's a free business opportunity. You spend $160 on a starter kit of stuff you're going to use, not stuff you have to then resell, or that's not your right colors or your right size. It's stuff that you and your family is using, and included in that starter kit is an opportunity for you to earn income. It's completely free. It's a consumable product. So if you're selling things like purses and kitchen gadgets and things like that, it's great. But when you buy an avocado slicer, you've bought it. You don't need another one. So you have to find another new customer for that avocado slicer all the time if you want to grow your business. With Young Living, you find someone that falls in love with lavender, they're going to be ordering that same bottle of lavender 1 to 3 a month forever because it's consumable. So if you're thinking about doing network marketing, definitely pick a consumable product. It's going to be a much, much easier way to build a business. It's marketable. It's literally from the moment you're born until the day you die, you can use a Young Living product. It doesn't exclude race, gender, religion, nothing. Men and women, everybody needs Young Living. It excludes nobody. It's a portable product. People don't have to stop using it when their lives are busy or when they're traveling. And it's willable income. Once you reach $3,000 a month of income with Young Living, you can call them up and sign some forms, and it's willable so that when something happens to you, all your beneficiary has to do is spend $100 a month that's required to receive commission, and they get that for the rest of their lives. It's better than life insurance, you guys. It's better than life insurance. It's amazing. So should you be doing it? Should Young Living be your vehicle? There's a lot of questions people ask themselves, but there's really only 4 that require a yes answer to determine whether you should be sharing Young Living with others. Do you love the products? Have they been significant to you? Do you wish you'd known about them sooner? And do you know people that would benefit from the products? So if you answer yes to those 4 questions, which most of us do, then Young Living is for you. Don't look for signs, don't look for things to work out, don't wait for your life to get in order before you start. All you need is a yes to those 4 questions. And sometime between now and in the future, you will get to where you want to go if you don't quit. Um, this is our income disclosure statement, and it's a little tough to see, but if you Google 2016 income disclosure statement or in our Facebook group, you can see it in the files. But what you want to pay attention to is the monthly income average, which is this column here. It ranges from $1 all the way up to $150,000 a month, depending on the rank over here. So one of the things you want to do when you start sharing is to pick the next life-changing rank for you. Maybe for you it's senior star. They make an average of $240 a month, so that's almost covering a 300 PB order every month. That's a really great place to start. And then once you get there, you can see a little further ahead. So maybe then your next life-changing rank is silver because that replaces like a $24,000 to $36,000 a year income. Maybe that's a level that could bring you home full time or your spouse home full time. So those are some things that'll help you get on the right track. So as you are going through this journey, you want to pick a why. And if your why to start is to cover orders, that's a fantastic why. It's not selfish because if you're not healthy, you can't help other people. We do no good if we're depressed and sick in bed all the time. If it's to cover your own products for things that you want, that's fantastic. And it's a selfless thing to want to be healthy and well. And then as you grow, your why will change. So keep your why in front of you all the time because if you have a powerful enough why, you can endure when it will happen. Set your goals and write them down. People are 60% more successful at achieving goals if they write them down and stare at them every day. So put them on your mirror, put them in your car, in your purse, where you're going to see them by your desk. Ask people to go on this journey with you. It's really that simple. You don't have to say, I'm going to start a business, or maybe you don't ever want to become a silver or a gold with Young Living, earning that kind of an income. Maybe you love your job and you never want to quit, but you know people that this will help, and you know that if you did it with other people, you would be more successful. So ask people just to go on the journey with you. Make it about them. Don't make it about you. Don't say, help me meet my goal for 3 more people this month. That's the way a lot of other companies do it, and that is not Young Living's heart. This is all about others. We sell the whole, not the drill. We sell the life that the products give. We don't sell the product. There's a huge difference. When you watch a Home Depot commercial, they don't show you the drill that did it all or the saw that did it all. They just show you what it did. They're not selling you the drill, they're selling you what the drill does. And we need to have that mentality when we're talking to others about Young Living. Make sure you're branding yourself, not branding Young Living. If you scroll through your social media feed and all you see is Young Living, you're doing the job they're already doing. Young Living brands Young Living. You brand you. Add value to people's lives, whether they buy from you or not. Make being a friend to you on Facebook more than just selling and buying a product. Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. So think about that. If the only thing people would say about you when you're not in the room is, oh, she likes oils, there's more to you than oils. Yes, we love them, but what else do you have to offer the world, whether they choose to buy from you or not? And that's the kind of stuff that we need to be posting and branding. Post classes and one-on-ones. If you're an introvert, do some one-on-ones. I heard a Royal Crown Diamond say one time that a one-on-one, like 4 or 5 one-on-ones a month, will do way more than 0 classes. I have never had a one-on-one where they didn't join and max out the freebies. Because when you have that one-on-one time and you're making it only about that person, they are so excited. They're so excited and they are buying the whole. They are buying the life that you are giving them and offering them. So schedule them, look at your calendar, say, all right, I've got 3 or 4 nights this week. Let me have this friend for coffee. I'll do a one-on-one this day and this day. Just plan some things out, get some things scheduled. Share where you are. If you have a job or you're in a mom group or you're in a PTA or you're in a church or Bible study, think about the places you go where you see people frequently. Share where you are. This doesn't have to add to your life. And share what you love. Um, what I love most about Young Living is how it's simplified my life and how empowering it is. So that's what I talk about a lot. So I attract women that want the same thing as me. So I don't have to pretend to be someone I'm not. I don't have to fish in every pond to grow my business. I'm just sharing what I love and I'm attracting people that want the same thing. So when you have someone that's ready to order their starter kit, the easiest thing to do is log into your virtual office, click member resources, make sure your information is correct for the enroller. And if you are assigning them a sponsor, plug in the sponsor number. It generates a link for you. You copy that link and you paste it into a message. And that will auto fill in the information to make sure that there's no transposed numbers or that they skip that step and they are assigned to you like they should be. When it comes to earning money with Young Living, be sure you're spending at least the 100 PV every month on essential rewards to qualify for all the bonuses and commissions. Why does Young Living do this? Why do they make us spend 100 a month? They do that because they don't want someone just ordering a starter kit and then enrolling a bunch of people and never ordering again. They want people that are passionate about the products, that have something to offer, that are trying new things, that have testimonies to share. That's the people that they want earning the income from Young Living. So that is the reason that they require that. You get a one-time $25 starter kit bonus for enrolling someone with a premium starter kit. That goes to the enroller position. You also get a fast start bonus. So when you enroll a new member, you get 25% of everything they order for their first 3 months of membership. This is why it's huge and beneficial to you to get new members into Essential Rewards right away. The reason Young Living pays you more in the beginning is because new members are more work. They require more time. They require a lot more connection and resources, so they pay you more in the beginning to encourage you to steward them well in the beginning. If your new member goes out and enrolls a new member, you get 10% of that new member's orders for their first 3 months. Pretty awesome. So what does that look like? If you order someone with a premium starter kit, you get the $25 fast start bonus and 25% of the 100 PV of the kit is $25. So it's a total of a $50 bonus, which is awesome. If they go out and enroll a member because they want to recover some of their kit costs, which is such a blessing, they'll earn that $50 bonus and you'll actually earn $10 for that because you get 10% of that new member's 100 PV for the starter kit. So this is a great option and a great way to start covering your orders. Better option, of course, and this shows you the difference in a new member just getting a starter kit and a new member getting a starter kit, joining ER right away and maxing out the freebies. Your bonus doubles to $100. And then if they turn around and do the exact same thing and enroll a new member with a 200 PVER order for that total, you get $30. So that's $130, $60. Better? Great. It's really simple and it does start to make sense the more you go through it. As the new member phases out of their first 3 months, you pick up what we call unilevel commission. And it's a percentage based on how deep they are in your organization. So level 1, you earn 8%, level 2, 5%, and then levels 3, 4, and 5, you pick up 4% of their PV every month as long as you're spending your 100. The rank that you're at with Young Living, back to that, let's go back to that income disclosure statement. The rank that you're at determines how deep you're paid on the unilevel. So if you notice that you're still a senior star, but you've got 5 levels deep under you, there's levels you're not getting paid on. So it really encourages you to rank up, which is not intro to sharing. Get with your enroller if you're in that position and get a little bit more of advanced information. But this at least gives you an idea of what happens once they're the first 3 months. So another thing you're going to want to do, the last thing you're going to want to do is think about some things that might be holding you back. The most common one I hear is time. We don't have enough time. Or the other thing I hear a lot is, well, I just need to wait for things to settle down. I like to say that sharing with Young Living is kind of like having a baby. There's never a perfect time where everything in your life is going to line up perfectly. You could start now and in a year from now be making a lot more money a month than if you started a year from now. Um, our starting lines are different, but the finishing line is the same, right? So if you have a desire and if you have people in your life that need oils, they need them now. They can't wait for your life to settle down or for you to find, an hour a week to work on this. The other thing to think about too is sacrificing some things. Every yes is a no. Whenever you say yes to something that's taking up a lot of your time, you could potentially be saying no to Young Living and that freedom that it's offering. So think about that. Look at your schedule, maybe cut back on some things. Maybe at night, instead of watching 5 shows on Netflix, you watch 4 and dedicate the other 22 minutes to building your business or connecting with people. Use some present time also to make sure that while you are working your business, that you're also focusing on your family, because it can be all consuming when you work from home. And that's something that you definitely want to guard. And I use present time often to do that. Not being salesy. If you are talking about the products you love, if you are making your efforts about the person and not yourself, if you are posting on social media to add to people's life, and to love on people and not just to sell your product, you're not going to come across as salesy. I've never had a one-on-one in my home where someone's like, I don't want to do this. This seems salesy, because you're making it about them. They have a need that Young Living can meet. Everyone in your life has a need that Young Living can meet. So learn some skills, learn how to do it better. We've got lots of videos in our growing group to help you close strong, to help you post better on social media, to help you connect with people in a more heartfelt, less salesy way. A lot of people do network marketing wrong. They do. So in a way, yes, we have to work a little harder and overcompensate to make sure we're not lumped in with all of them. But it's kind of like if you have a bad experience with a teacher, that doesn't make all teachers bad. If you have a bad experience with a doctor, it doesn't make all doctors bad, right? So if you think that network marketing is bad, you're going to have that attitude and energy, and it's going to come across that way. But if you know that you're different, if you know that Young Living is different, if you know that it's so much more than just posting a picture of a pool saying, my office for the day, love this life, because it's so much more than that, it will not come across that way. So use some release and surrender and get that worked out in your heart. Lack of knowledge is the other thing I always hear. Well, I don't know enough about oils. If I waited until I knew everything about oils, I still wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, and I still wouldn't be making $7,000 a month. That's what we're making, $7,000 to $8,000 a month with Young Living right now, and I still don't know everything. So valor up for some confidence. Understand that if you're teaching a class of new people, you are the expert in the room already. Plus, we have resources, PowerPoint scripts, all kinds of things for you to study, um, to help you grow in your confidence and knowledge. And if there are some things that you want to learn and get better at, use some OOLA Grow. Get a reference guide, learn some more things, but don't ever let that be something that holds you back from sharing, because the people in your life can't wait for you to know everything before they get access to this stuff, right? They need it now. And your family needs the freedom now too. The other two things are mindsets, and this is where my love of ministry and loving on people comes into effect. The negative victim mindset is definitely something that needs to be overcome and worked through if you're going to be successful in this business. Things like, well, the market is saturated. Well, I'll never do this. Oh, well, it was probably easy for you, but it's not easy for me. Those are negative victim mindsets. The other thing is the word trying. I learned recently in a conference that trying is a word of self-sabotage because it gives you a way out. Instead of saying, I'm trying to build my business, say, I am building my team. Instead of saying, well, I'll try to teach a class, say, I am teaching a class and get it scheduled. Trying gives you a way out. Change that try word to am, will, things like that, to give yourself a little more power to overcome that victim mindset. And if you catch yourself thinking negatively, replace those thoughts with truth. And even if you don't believe it when you say it, use some believe with it. Use some white angelica to ward off some of that negative energy. It will be true. It'll be true. Abundance. Poverty mindset is another thing that holds people back. For whatever reason, there's shame associated with wealth. You know how, like, when you used to pass a really big house and maybe your mom said, oh, I'd hate to clean that, or I wonder what their mortgage is, or well, they must not be happy. If they have money, then their marriage must be struggling because you can't have it all. So we have this shame associated with wealth. So we've unknowingly sometimes adopted this poverty mindset, or we think that, oh, well, we don't have money. My parents never had money. I was born on the wrong side of the tracks, things like that. So I'm just destined to have this paycheck to paycheck thing for the rest of my life. That's a poverty mindset, and it is not what Jesus died to give us. He took on poverty so that we could live in abundance at the cross. So use some abundance, look up some scriptures, renew your mind to the truth of what's yours as a child of God, and really don't limit him. Don't limit him. Okay, so we are praying for you as you share wellness, purpose, and abundance with others. And we're really excited about the opportunity that you have, the power that you have to choose this, the power that you have to overcome anything standing in your way from the things that you are here to do and the things that you really want. So I am going to press stop record.